So one of the things that I've decided to start doing so that we can stay consistent on this channel is to just hit record. Whether or not I feel like I'm dressed, whether or not I'm ready, whether or not I feel pretty, what I need to do is to pass a message, and I don't need to let everything that's happening in my personal life, in my head, stop me from passing the message. All right, so guys, if you're new here, my name is Paula and I'm your host. The problem with having a podcast and a YouTube channel is that you go on your podcast and you're like, hey guys, hello and welcome back to my channel. And then you are on YouTube and it's like, hi, I'm Paula, I'm your host. So there's definitely the confusion, but thank you for understanding. Now, today we're going to be talking about personal development and confidence. Now, the reason why I chose this topic is because you cannot get to a place of authentic personal branding without getting clear on those things, right? Without understanding your personal development journey and without having a clear path to building your confidence. You need confidence to put yourself out there. So now when it comes to personal development, right, that's where my journey really started from, to be honest. I just started to teach myself and to learn more and to work on areas in my life. And as a matter of fact, I had to address something with myself this morning that was really difficult. But I did it and I feel so much more courageous and I feel so much more free. But that's what self-development works on your confidence. It's like the more you build yourself, the more you face yourself and forgive yourself and face your fears and all of those things, the more confident you are that you can tackle more things, that you now have an expanded bandwidth where you can take on more things. You know, the fact that you can face yourself and the things you're doing wrong and the things that you've been accepting in your life that you shouldn't accept. When you do that, the more you do that, the more confident you are in yourself. So the first thing I would tell you is, if you're building yourself, which is personal development, and you're building your career through your personal brand, then you need to set your goals, like your personal development goals. This is identify the areas that you're not doing well as you could be doing, and identify where you would like to reach. Now, I always say with goal setting that if you don't know where you're going, it's going to be difficult to speed up. Like, where are you speeding up to? So have a reasonable goal, have an actual goal of where you want to get with your personal development. Right now, with my personal development journey, I want to get to a place where I am so self-aware that I can tell exactly what is going on in my life while it's still going on. So when I'm in like self-sabotaging behaviors, or I feel like procrastinating responding to a message that I know will help my brand, I can identify it immediately and be like, Paula, you are self-sabotaging, go reply that message. So that's the level of self-aware I want to reach. When I reach where I am not being honest in my relationships because I am afraid that they will not like me anymore, I can call myself out and be like, if you're a true friend, you're going to be honest with them. So that's the kind of self-aware that is my goal. So I've made a plan to get there. Little honesty, step by step. So whatever your goal for confidence is, you want to be confident enough to get on camera. Your plan might be something like talk to the camera every day, record something every morning, even if you won't put it out. And then gradually, maybe give yourself a week to do that. By the time you've corrected your mistakes, after recording those things that are only for you, then maybe the next week your plan could be to start putting out at least one video, and so on and so forth. So have a plan. Now, the next thing with building your confidence is to embrace challenges. Don't run away from them. This life, I'm learning, is always going to come with challenges. As a matter of fact, challenges are how we open the next doors, right? You meet a closed door, a challenge, you push through it, you work through it, you succeed, you overcome, and that is how you open the door to the next level. And because life is a constant growing of self, you just have to keep growing. Okay, so if you're building your personal brand, that means you're building your personal self. That means you're building your confidence as part of it. So every time you face a challenge, instead of looking at it like, oh my God, yet again, you could try to look at it as, yeah, it's time to level up. Another opportunity has come to learn something new that's going to take me to the next level. Let me tell you, I have failed a lot in the past 2 weeks and I've gotten a lot of rejection. And the usual me, you know, I actually can tell where the Paula of before is and where I am now. So I kind of make these comparisons. But Previous me would have just fallen on the floor and been like, oh, I give up, or I wouldn't even try after the first time, to be honest. But now I'm saying I'm getting failure out of the way. I'm understanding how to behave in the next situation. This no might not have been a no, it might have been a not right now. And so I will go back, re strategize, put myself together again, and come back. I'm getting so many no's because I am making so many pitches, and that in itself is growth. Every time I make a pitch, I learn one or two things and I apply it onto the next one, and so on and so forth. So the more you get rejection, really, the more you're growing, as far as I'm concerned right now. So don't run away from failure, don't run away from challenges, don't run away from trying. Now, this third thing that you should pay attention to as you're building your personal brand is self-care and mindfulness. Listen, as I approach 30, I'm seeing that, and as I build my brand, I'm premium material. I'm premium raw material. I have no modesty whatsoever in saying that. All of us are premium raw material. Now, it is what we do with that material that makes the difference between successful women and those that, are operating below the level of their potential. All of us have mad potential, but it is what you do with that potential that matters ultimately. So what am I doing? My conscious thought now is, what am I doing to make all of this potential show up in full capacity? I'm the brand, I'm the product, it is my ideas and my creativity that helps my clients. It is my knowledge and my resourcefulness that helps my coaching students and the people that are in my programs. And I will tell you about one of my programs shortly. But it is all of this, everything that's in my head and my heart and my soul and my experiences, that comes together to be the product, to be the brand, to be what I'm delivering to people, the inspiration, the encouragement, the knowledge, the teaching, the coaching. It is all coming from here and inside me. And so it is important, it is in my best interest to make myself priority, to give myself some space and some time and some alone time and some ice cream and some coffee, some tea, some wine, whatever it is that I need to make sure that I'm functioning in full capacity. Now, this same me is needed at home as a wife, as a mom, as a friend, as a daughter, as a sister. And so I need to be functioning imagine the kind of capacity one needs to be functioning to show up in the different facets of your life. In my business, I have my podcast, I have YouTube, I have Instagram, I have my clients that I'm serving, I have my program Branding Boldly that I'm working on. So, but what I found is also that, now let me give you an immediate example, right? The way we have decided that now I'm just going to hit record on this YouTube channel because I should pass the message and not get in my own way. Now I had to process that, because how I started YouTube was, sit down in the formal environment and have a proper script and talk like I'm on TV, but that is not working right now because I have so much to do. I have so much content to put out that I cannot spend so much time waiting to be ready or waiting to have the professional environment. You need what I have to say. I'm going to make sure that gets to you, and that's my job, okay? But that took a while to get there. It took a while for me to have the confidence to show up on camera without makeup. And so whatever it is that you need to do to make sure that you are functioning at full capacity, so that your potential is delivered to the world, you need to do that. So mindfulness and self-care is super important. One of the ways that I'm taking care of myself really right now is skincare. Now, the other day it was night and I was about to get into bed, and my husband was like, "You've done that 7-step care thing, yeah?" And I was like, "How did you know?" It's like, it's the way I'm looking, it's the aura. There's a way you feel when you take care of yourself, and it doesn't necessarily have to be a 7-step skincare routine, but pick something that you're going to do for yourself. Emphasis on for yourself, and do that as often as you can. For me, it is ice cream or wine or just good food in pretty places. You already know that. So do something for yourself that will oil the engine. Now, the next thing is to surround yourself with positivity. As I grow and as I build bigger and as I aim higher, I realize that positivity is a force. If self-care is the engine oil, positivity is like the fuel. You've got to believe that good things are right around the corner. You've got to believe that these things happen and they can happen for you. Negativity drains so much of your energy, it wastes so much of your time, and negativity is not always directed at others. You can direct a ton of negativity at yourself by believing what people have told you about yourself that is not positive. And so when you're like, oh, this is for people that do this, that are like this, I'm not like that, or this is for smarter people or prettier people or more stylish people, and you reduce yourself and you small yourself, or you remove yourself from the competition without even trying. And so make positivity a great part of your life. Be conscious about your affirmations, about your prayers, about the words you use on yourself. This, a year ago, I would not have believed all these things. I thought you just had to put in the work and all of the other things were unnecessary. But now I know that the healthier that your mind and your energy is, the better for your brand. Finally, don't forget to celebrate your achievements. I'm here to tell you that every little step that you take towards your dreams is an achievement, and I think you should celebrate each and every one of those wins. You make a new friend, celebrate it. You were able to push yourself today to record, celebrate it. You were able to reach out to somebody to make a pitch, celebrate yourself. Every single day there are forces that are trying to get you to not reach, not operate in your full potential. And so when you're able to overcome those fears and those limiting beliefs, and you know everything that you need to overcome to even get out of bed and show your face in your business, I think that you should celebrate yourself for trying. Regardless of everything that life has brought at you, regardless of everything you've gone through, you're here, you're standing, you're trying, you're believing. Celebrate yourself. Finally, before I leave, remember that it is a journey. It is a marathon, so take your time, enjoy it one day at a time. And let me tell you about Branding Boldly. This is the masterclass that I'm holding in June. Listen, what excites me the most about personal branding is how it is different for everybody. But there are some principles that stay the same, and that is what I'm sharing with you in Branding Boldly. Beyond that, I don't want to tell you what to do and leave it to you to figure out how to go about it. So what I'm doing is I'm creating actionable resources, tiny resources that will help you take immediate action on what I'm sharing with you there. I'm going to be teaching you how to put your personal brand together or get it back on track if you want to launch something or rebrand. Also, I'm going to teach you how to monetize your personal brand. Now, if you're building a career or a business, you need a personal brand because that is what people will connect to. It will make you get to your goals faster, to your business or career goals faster. So the link is in the description. If you're interested, please get in. The great part is that we are selling early bird tickets now. So if you get in now, you get in for half the price as opposed to the launch price when it opens up in June. Thank you for listening to this, and I will see you guys in the next video or the next podcast, because I'm going to be sharing this on the podcast and the YouTube as well. So thank you for listening or watching, and I will see you guys next week. Bye.